On Thursday, we talked about a very crucial topic, and I said I was going to take that topic again. So, in fact, from today, Wednesday, and Thursday, we'll be dealing on this monetary issue, knowing how to go about it, and knowing what to do and what not to do, because we are trying to see how we can salvage the situation, especially for the married couples. Okay, this is Family Circle on Independence Radio 89.7 FM, and I'll be giving you a little hint on what Family Circle is all about for those of you joining for the very, very first time. Yeah, we are live on Facebook. If you want to join the conversation via Facebook, you can connect to ITV Radio Abuja. That's the Facebook handle, ITV Radio Abuja. And those of you connecting via the airwaves, thank you. Those of you on the Facebook, thank you. I'm grateful. Family Circle is a program where we talk about values, culture, and family development, irrespective of our religion or ethnic group. Now I have a guest in the studio, a very distinguished guest in the studio. She's my friend, my sister. I wanted her to come and address this issue, also give her own point of view, her opinion as to this issue. She is Ambassador Tonia Okechukwu, founder, Women of Honor and Great Impact Ministry here in Abuja, and she's actually doing a great job as regards the women ministry, trying to raise women of impact, and she's actually getting it. She's here to deliberate on the topic money in relationship and marriage, monetary aspects. This issue is a gross one, and we're trying to see how we can speak about it, know the mistakes the men do make, the women do make, because this program, I don't take sides. Seriously speaking, I don't take side. I know on Thursday, when we talked about this issue, this monetary issue, that's the transport fare, I was a bit harsh on the women. I knew why I was doing that, because women are supposed to stand for what they know that is right. That was why I did that program on Thursday, and today we are going to be looking deep into it, knowing the area where men are not getting it right, and getting it right is our focus, and also knowing the area where the women are not getting it right, and also they're getting it right. I know the men actually do, they called more than the women last week. Okay, I went as far as defining what money is. Let's start with that. Money is a commodity accepted by general consent as a medium of economic exchange. It is the medium in which prices and values are expressed. It circulates from person to person and country to country, facilitating trade, and it is the principal measure of wealth. Money. Without money, how can one live? Money is like there. It's like everything but not everything. Money is essential. Money is necessary, especially when it comes to relationship and marriage. Now I'll go over to my guest today for her to share her own point of view on this topic. I hope that the women out there will listen. Actually, I hope they will do listen and take whatever she's going to say today. Take it wholeheartedly and walk towards it. I said earlier on that in this program, Family Circle, we unlearn to learn. No one knows it all. Two heads, they say, is better than one. So the points she's going to be raising today, I know that it will go a long way for those people, even the men also, that would listen and take whatever she's saying today seriously and act on it. Okay, Ma, over to you. What do you have to say as regards the topic today?
Thank you so very much.
You're welcome, Ma.
Thank you, Ma. I really appreciate this honor to be here with you this evening.
Mm.
Well, our listeners and viewers out there, like she had said earlier, when you were defining what money is, money is a very essential commodity. It's like you can't separate it with life.
You can't.
It's just it's there, it's together, and something that if you don't take very if you're not caution about it, if you're not careful, it's a very sensitive thing.
Very, very.
If you're not careful, it has a tendency to destroy a whole lot of things,
Yes.
especially maybe the relationship that you have built for years.
Yes.
So I would say that money relationship, that it's something couples or even people that are still
Intending couples,
couples that are planning to go into marriage should look at it with very don't take it so serious. When I mean so serious, some persons, they tie so much to it. They tie so much to money. They don't joke with it. For me, I'm talking from experience that we can hold it with a little flexibility.
Okay.
Yes, so that you can accommodate other people, with it. Some persons they hold it so tightly that they don't even, let anyone come close. But that is not a very good one. So money relationship, it's let me say it's something that we have to have understanding with each other. Understanding plays a very important role in this money aspect in relationship. It plays a very important, it's a very pertinent, aspect of money and the relationship. When you are not getting it right, you are not getting it right. So there is every need that we do what we have understanding and get it right and move along. Like I was trying to just do a little research about what this is all about, and I stumbled on what the Institute of Divorce Financial Analysis says. It says every 22% or even almost 22% or above of it, of
Above
divorces,
22.
is being caused by
My
money.
money, yes.
That's to tell you that money has tendency to destroy.
Yes.
It has tendency to build. And when you build for many years, you don't guard it, you allow the issue of misunderstanding to come in with money, it has capacity to destroy what you have built over the years. So it's important that husband and wife or even intended couples should do what? Should have understanding. When I was about getting married to my husband, we sat down, we talked about the issue of money because we know that this has, it has
important role.
It has important role. Apart from that, it has tendency to make or mar the marriage.
That's true.
So we sat, we talked. He told me what he was earning, and I told him what I was earning. Okay, and we looked at it. We said, okay, by God helping us, when we move, we're going to get better or get something more than this. And that was, when we got married, we started. Anything about money, we don't hide it from each other.
Yes,
so
it's very important.
It's very important. I would want to encourage the women out there, if you can open up. But one thing, like some persons have been able to counsel over the years, some women, they will tell you when they tell their husband how much they have, you will find out that he just want to keep demanding to ensure that money is being used completely. We shouldn't be. Okay, so when things are being done, like when relationship or marriage couples are together, they should be able to have trust for each other. I know that when I tell you what I have, you shouldn't look into it and you want us to keep using, and you tell me you don't have. That's another thing where women really, if you see some of them, they are secretive about telling their spouses what they have in their account. So they try as much as they can to just hit some, and then release a few. But if you trust your man, you trust your spouse, you trust each other, you would definitely want to let the other person know what you have, in as much as there won't be abuse on it. Thank you.
Okay. Well, relationship and money go hand in hand, and it's well known that money is one of the most common subjects for couples and intending couples to argue about, regardless of the happiness level within the relationship. Money is a topic that both married couple casually dating, or somewhere in the middle couple consistently disagree on. Money can be make or break. Money can be a make or break part of a relationship.
That's right.
Money really is power. It gives you opportunity and options on what and what not to do. Without having an income, it becomes extremely difficult to live a bad relationship, especially if you're living together. Now, this phrase, last month, a lady called me when I released my personal line for those people having relationship hurdles to call. I think she's about 24, 23, 24, I think so. And then this lady told me confidentially, she told me, I know she will be listening because she's a very good follower of this program. Then she told me that she is dating a man here in Abuja. I don't want to mention the area. She lives with him. Now, she has been living with him for years. I don't know. I didn't ask her how long. Now, this man is more or less like a stay together couple. They live together. I treated that topic some time ago. He has so used her to the point that he doesn't have regards for her. Now, she will be around. He will go and bring another lady. He will tell her to go outside. So this is how bad it is. Now, why I'm saying this is because of this particular phrase I read. Without money, it's hard for you to live a bad relationship. She's helpless. She doesn't have money to go rent an apartment. I asked her, I said, don't you have someone here? She said she doesn't have anybody in Abuja. Now, I won't be a bad tutor to tell her to pack her things and go back to the village, because she's matured enough. Anyone that is above 18 is matured enough to know what is right and wrong.
That's right.
And you, whatever decision you take, you will be responsible for that. I only told her to see if she can talk to the place, that's the madam where she's working. She's working as a maid. If they can allow her, because she stays there from Monday till Friday. Saturday she's expected to leave and go to her place where she stays. Then Monday she resumes back. I tried to see how I can talk to her, to talk to the madam to allow her to stay. But you know, human being, she's only working. The employer doesn't have that capacity to do that. Now, in relationship, money is essential, be it a woman or a man.
That's right.
Be it a woman or a man. Now, I don't want you to come and say, oh, ma, you are supporting this party. No. What I'm trying to say is, be independent. Any woman that is not independent, you will be at the mercy of the men.
That's right.
Now, if this lady had her money, all she needs to do is just to move out.
Even from what you have said, she works. Even if she earns 10,000 a month or 15, you know, she can make use of. She can leave that place and make use of that money to survive for the time being. You know, because first and foremost, you have to give value to yourself. What value do you have as a woman? If you have value for yourself, you know what you want. You won't just throw yourself around because you don't have money. Do you know some persons, we've given women 5,000, 10,000 to start business,
Yes.
and they started and they are doing well with that business, like maybe fruit selling, maize and all of that, and they keep making a turnover and sustaining their daily activities. So if you say because you don't have a place, you don't know where to go to, and you stay under that roof and you are being dehumanized,
Molested.
for crying out loud, you just don't know what you want. You don't know what your value. That is why women, we need to come out of that, that comfort zone
Yes.
of you want a man to provide
to
everything.
provide for you.
You don't want to be financially independent, even when you are being encouraged to even do. Like I tell husbands, please, let's try and encourage our wives. Let them do something. Okay, you're a single lady. You mustn't stay under a man's roof for him to take care of you before you survive. You should be able to do something with your hands.
Yes.
Even if it's to sell oranges, I'm telling you, you're going to make profit out of it.
I went this weekend. Because I'm a lover of fish. I like eating grilled fish. I went to get one around my area. I was just studying this lady. I was studying her seriously, very industrious. Now with the smoke and everything, I asked her. Do you know? I had to ask her. I said, "Please don't be angry. Oh. You have told me the price. I will pay for the fish, but I want to know something. How much do you buy this fish?" She told me they buy per kg. That's per kilo. Now she buys it, arrange her things, goes there in the evening to sell. I asked her, I said, in a day, if you finish selling all this in a day, how much profit do you make? Do you know she told me sometimes she makes 15,000
You can imagine.
per day as profits per day. Now,
It's
if you
very possible.
yes, that sometimes she makes 15,000 because she sells both the fish, different kind of fish. She sells Irish, fried Irish. So she sells so many things. So when she's measuring those things for you, at the end of the day, when she removes what she puts into that business, her profit sometimes is as high as 15,000. And now some women will be there saying they can't do anything. So I don't know. That's why you see me sometimes when I talk about women and standing up for what you know is right. First, we are bound forced to find some frustration, tension, as the case may be. So that shows that this money thing is a problem. Now, someone sent me a message on Friday. Someone sent me a message on Friday telling me that if he had heard on Thursday, during the program, I was live on air. He sent me a message. He couldn't get through to me because of the number of phone calls I received that Thursday. So he sent me a message. He said if he had listened to this program earlier before now, he wouldn't have married the way he did. And I was wondering, because of money issue, this money has become a stumbling block. That is a stumbling block to our happiness.
To our happiness. Well, I think if I should come in here, why is it a stumbling block? Why is it causing so much pain? You know, you see a man going as far as divorcing the wife because of money. Come on. I tell people, this money, you came to meet it here in this life. Definitely one day you will leave it. So why not just have that understanding and see how to go around it without having issues? Okay, when you keep telling yourself, for instance, the man is the head, woman has to submit to you. She has to bring all that she has, maybe the one that earns salary, and she come and puts it at your feet and says, this is what I have earned for the, and you take. You know, some men do that.
Yes.
Hey, they do that. They collect salary from their wife and it's okay, anything you need, ask me.
Yes.
It's not fair.
Yes.
It is not. I'm
The
sorry
woman
to say this. It is not. Can we just let these women to be financially independent? But when you are being allowed to be financially independent, does not mean you should be extravagant. You should not be prudent. Even the Bible said it in Proverbs. I think Proverbs 19 thereabout. It said, "He that the father can give you." Okay, let me just read. It says, houses and wealth are inherit from parents, but a prudent wife is from the Lord. It's from the Lord. So if you're a woman and you know you're a wife to somebody, a mother, you should be prudent. When you are being allowed to be financially independent, you shouldn't abuse, that opportunity or that office or so.
But some men don't allow their wife to do anything.
No, but that's not fair. It's not
some men, I have had series of calls regarding this.
That
some
my
men
husband
don't
wants me to be at home full time.
to take care of the kids. Why he do the working and everything.
bringing in
Now
the money.
it doesn't mean he's wrong, But if you don't want your wife to work, why not establish her with a business?
That's it.
You can look for something close to the house
Mm-hmm.
to make her busy.
Us
Let her have something coming in.
from
If
her
a-
own side.
Yes,
Mhm.
if a woman supports you while you are working, it makes the family glow. That is it. Everything should not come from
Will
you.
not come from you.
Everything should not come.
And you know, by the time you want everything to come from you, the man, there's this, for me, I look at it that is like an emotional blackmailing, because you feel you're bringing in everything. Some women feel very, bad about it, that they can't even contribute
Yeah,
to
handicap. Yes.
to the budgeting of the family. They can't say,
Yes.
okay, this is, let me put in, if it is 1 million, let me bring in 100,000. They feel bad that you are doing everything for yourself. But what if tomorrow you're not there to do everything? The woman
That
does
is
what
where
she
the
sees.
problem
Start-
comes in.
Start from square one. You
That
may
is
say,
where the
okay, you
problem
have built
comes in.
houses, you have this and that, but no, let her be doing something for herself. That she has her own account. Do you know having joint account is not a bad thing
It's
when
not.
it comes to money?
But some persons, some couples abuse it.
And they abuse it. That's the
Yes.
problem.
Yes,
But
I
if
know.
you have understanding, is good. Because
Yes.
when the woman brings in her own, she drops in there, the man brings, and if you want to spend, both of you have understanding, okay, we are spending for this reason and from
Yes.
this account.
Yes.
It's a beautiful thing, but because of one person would just empty the account without even the other person knowing, and that is just it. I have a friend who said she was actually working in a bank, and what happened, she got married. Oh, the husband, you want to go into this business, he wants to invest, please, I need, women, once they love you,
That
they
is
are
just
ready
it.
to give
you
everything.
everything.
Even their life they can give.
Yes.
Just to ensure that you are
You are
fine.
okay.
And once the man knows that this woman loves me and she can give me anything, and some persons take advantage of that.
They abuse it.
They just abuse it and hurt this woman badly. So my friend, what happened? She married, she was doing well in the bank. The husband said, okay, I want to do this investment, please, can you? The woman, that was how she got big money, gave the man. He went to the investment. She doesn't even know so much about the investment and all of that. And after a while, he said, okay, can you just resign? I don't want you to stress, you need to come and all of that. Come and start something. Do you know once the woman resigned, there was really no business for her in place to start. That was how the man zoomed off. We don't know. The marriage just failed like that. The investment, nowhere to be found. So what am I trying to say? Women, with all of other people's experiences and even what has happened to them, they are trying to be skeptical. They're trying to be, careful, so that they don't be the ones that, they are not, they won't experience such or fall into what another person has experienced. So they try to be careful. Okay, what is the situation when you see a woman saving money that the husband is not aware?
Yes.
You know, that has actually caused a lot of issues in marriage.
I said it. I shared it here of a lady who owns 2 plazas in town and a house that she rents. The husband doesn't even know that the woman has such kind of wealth. Until someone wanted to rent for his wife, and this person happens to be the husband's friend, and they wanted to rent 2 plazas together to merge it as one shop. So they needed the permission of the owner to give that permission for them to break the wall and link it. That was how they saw the owner. Behold, the owner became the wife of his friend. So this thing is, I am not taking sides, because there was some lady that called me here. If you were following the program, a lady called here and asked me personally, what would she do in a situation where she has tested the husband several times with money, and he's not
faithful.
He's not good at it at all. He squanders her money. What will she do? I asked her, do you have kids? She said yes. I told her, please keep your money. That's the truth. This thing is a two-way thing. You have to, men, you have to provide for your family.
That's right.
Because God created the men first before the women. Now, he gave room for the men to have power. That's to be the head of the house. He did not tell, I am a Christian, so I'm following my own doctrine. Now, in the Bible, he didn't tell the women to go and till the ground. He said it, he commanded the men to till the ground, not the women. The women are supposed to be helpmeets. They are supposed to back up whatever the man is doing. not be the one sponsoring
Not be the
everything.
breadwinner.
Yes. Now, it's not wrong for a woman to be the breadwinner, especially because nobody knows. You understand? Anything can happen. In a situation where a husband lost his job, he doesn't have anything doing, and the wife is working. Of course, that wife is supposed to encourage the man financially, even in love. Support him so that he can gain back his strength, stand on his feet, then he can take the position.
In this case now, it's a beautiful one that the woman could be a breadwinner for that period of time. It's not something forever.
No.
But you know, some men could just relax, and because they know the wife is very hardworking, and they just relax, and this woman is doing everything, paying all the bills. And because the woman is in love with this man, she wouldn't want the man to be offended. She keeps working and giving him to spend.
You know,
that's why the breadwinner, which is not right.
You know, I said it that it's just Africa, especially Nigeria. If it's overseas, husband and wife, they are responsible for each. They will share it. The husband, the husband is the one in charge of the bills,
maybe the house rent,
the
school fees,
the cars. You understand? Because mortgage, yes. Why she has her own, but Africa, Nigeria, here they will tell you that you are not allowed to. It's not right. It's not this.
But there are actually some couples that have that understanding. If I'm working, you're working. You could take up something, you know, like a responsibility in the house and start providing, which is fine. Okay, I could use myself as an example. I keep telling the women that I groom by the message of God that if your husband is not capable, you should push for him. Because I keep telling them that Proverbs 18:22 should speak in your life. What does it say? It says that he that findeth a wife findeth good thing and obtaineth favor from God. So if God has given you as a wife to that man, he should be able to obtain favor from God. How do I mean? By you staying in the place of prayer, praying and pushing that your husband to where God, you know, going to lift him, just like the Proverbs 31 woman. They did not tell us that the woman husband was working. They only showed us what the woman was really doing. And that the husband is seated at the gate with the elders. And that gate signifies what? Where they are making laws, like the legislative, you know, or any high position of people where they make laws, elders. Okay, so the wife was busy making the money and pushing the man. So in that case, you can see that the man gave the wife 100% support in what she was doing, and she was intentional. She's a deliberate woman. She stood in her place, ensuring that the family is being moved. You know, and I'm also sure the Proverbs 31 woman, she there was no way she was hiding money from the husband, because you could see that the family was also flourishing. Okay. And the man wasn't somebody you give money, you go and squander, you go carry other women and all of that, because it happens. Women give money to men and they begin to get side chicks.
You know, I was invited to minister somewhere last year. It's a women convention.
Okay.
Yes, and the theme was the real you.
All right.
So I was opportune to be one of the guest minister. And I said something. I said, some men are there, they don't care for their wives. They don't give their wife. In fact, some men don't even give their wives allowance. Now, no matter how little you earn, no matter how little you earn, in that little, you can take out something and give to that woman. In that your little, God will multiply it. Absolutely. Now, some men don't even care about what cream their wives use. They don't care about their wife going out to make their hairs. I said it. I said, but if they want to date a lady here, if those men that have side chick, if they tell you how much they give to those girls to make up, you'll be amazed.
I agree with you.
You'll be amazed. I was saying it. Likewise, the women. There are some women that their husband will give money to. They will go and look for young boys to give that money to. Yes, this thing is a two-way thing. There are some women that will go out there looking for young men. Likewise, the men. Now, this money issue it's more or less like a major challenge in marriages and relationships. It's a major challenge. Now, if we don't get it right, how do you think your children or our children growing up will get it?
That's a very important question. It's a
Yes.
$1 question because
Yes.
the foundation we lay for our children,
Yes.
they are going to take up from there.
It's
So it is important that we put in a very solid foundation. And how do you do that? You cannot, when you talk about marriage is not our own design. It's God's own design.
Yes.
So he designed it, and if you must enjoy it and have it well, you must
Follow the manual.
Yes, the manual of the manufacturer.
That's it.
The technologist of marriage is Jesus Christ, or the Word of God. So you cannot do it after apart. You can't do it outside it. Let me use it that way. You can't operate your marriage outside God.
Yes.
So if God says you should love your wife, you love your wife in everything.
Everything.
Even in your money. Open it up. Some men have different accounts and
Yes.
their wife doesn't
Don't
even know. And
There
anything
was a
happens to
man-
that man.
There was
the
a
bank-
man that
the bank
died.
inherits
Yes,
it.
there was a man that died, and strangers were the one that
took over
his properties, his money. The wife don't know where and where he has properties, his money, his investments. Strangers.
Very sad.
Strangers. Now, even in Islam, the Quran is stated there. You love your wife. That's why you see most of these Muslims, that's men,
Yes.
who get married to as many as possible because their religion permits it.
Yes.
Some of them, you see them, they take good care of their wife, no matter how many in number. You will see them. If their wife come out here, you will be amazed.
You're right.
Now, if a man can take care of 3 wives, now you that have one, why can't you take care of that one?
It's even scriptural. 1 Peter 3:7. What did he say? He said, husband, in the same way, be considerate as you live with your wives, and
Yes.
treat them with respect,
Yes.
as the weaker partner or as heir with you of the gracious gift of life. Do you know, if you don't treat your wife well, there's tendency that your
will be
prayer-
affected.
Yes,
Yes.
even your business.
Yes, you'll be affected. That's
And
just
if the woman doesn't pray for you, that favor the Lord said in Proverbs 18:22 cannot rub off on that man. So it's important that while we're talking about money issue in relationship, the man should also see the need to give the women, your wives, absolute love, support. Treat them well. Let them know what you have. And women, please, I want to beg you. When your husband tells you he has 1 million, don't begin to tell him that, that Brazilian hair.
Yes.
You know you have been
That's the
promising me.
problem.
And that's why you see some men, they don't like
They don't say
disclosing what they have.
That's the problem.
You've been telling me, you've been promising me Brazilian hair. Which one is even invoked? I don't even know. Is it
Bone straight.
Bone straight?
Okay, the
You-
phone line to call in is 09047671338. I'll take it again. 09047671338. I know that my community members, their hands are itchy to call. If you are following on Facebook and you want to connect via this program, you want to call in, you can call in with the number 09047671338. That's the number to call. And please, if you're calling, do turn down the volume of your radio set and move away from your radio set so that we can be able to hear you clearly in the studio. If you're calling also, please try and make it very, very, very brief so we can take as much call as possible. Now, this money issue has I spoke to some couples a week ago as regards this monetary issue. The husband is saying the wife is not submissive because she's working. She's doing well. So therefore, she's not submissive. He wants her to be submissive. Now, the wife herself is saying that the husband doesn't want her to work because he gets easily intimidated by women that's by her success. So you can imagine. So who should allow the other party? The wife is saying the husband gets intimidated easily by her success. The husband is saying the wife is not submissive because she's working. This topic is a very dicey one. You are supposed to know what to do at every point in time. Now, I said it earlier on. I said if a home is having issues, please, the men should try as much as possible to address it. Now, if you can't address it, if your wife is not seeing reasons with you, you have a pastor.
That's
You
right.
have an imam.
Mm-hmm.
You have someone that you look up to. Go to that person. Talk to that person. Let the person bring the two. Let's bring your wife, and hear from both of you. There is something that one person might be doing that the other person will not know.
You're
If
right.
a third party hears it and listens to both of you, the person will know where to address and what to address.
I agree with you completely. You see, this issue of being submissive, for me, it's not a big deal. It's not.
It's not.
But sometimes because of the way the man acts, he feels he's the head. The woman has to be the slave. So the Bible has said you should submit. So she has to submit and submit, completely. And when she's not even doing it like the way you want it,
We have a caller.
you begin to.
Hello, good evening. What's your name and where are you calling from? Okay. Where are you calling me from? Okay, go on. We can hear you. Okay. Mm. Yes, I am.
Yes, we are, sir.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. Okay. Just cut the call. You get your answer. Mama, let me allow you to say something before I come in.
What he was trying to say was that he's into business, and he has 4 kids. He does the school runs and all the bills, actually waiting and all of that. So how is he going to cope? And the wife ends, I believe.
The wife is a civil servant.
Okay, her salary is actually not much.
Mm.
In this instance, if you ask me, I think you have to cut down on your expenses, because what he's saying, probably what both of them bring together to the table is not enough to meet all of this.
No. What
Okay.
he is saying is that his wife is a civil servant who works, of course, civil service, he works Monday to Friday.
Yes.
He also is a businessman
Mm-hmm.
who is supposed to be the head of the house to cater for the family. Now,
That's right.
this one now, the table has turned round. The wife is taking the position of the man
Mm-hmm.
by going out to work, while the man is the one doing the home choice, doing the run, school runs, the domestic whatever.
That's
Which is
very,
not-
that's very simple now. If you ask me, if I were to be in his shoes, what I would do is, since the wife's job is actually not helping the home in regards to taking care of her own responsibility, like taking care of the homes and the chores and the children and all of that, he can get something like a business for her, and she leaves the civil service work, or better still, get a nanny or a maid, someone that could assist. Instead of the man doing the runs, doing the chores and all of that, he could get that help from outside. While the woman still goes to work, there are actually 2 options you could take.
Okay. Let me give my own as a counselor. It's a sneaky one. Now, my answer to you, sir, if you're listening, is your wife is a civil servant. Now, civil service job is not as private job where she can just leave. She might have given in so many years in the job. So I wouldn't want you to tell her to quit. Now, what I will advise you to do I don't know if you have domestic workers, but if you don't, maybe you will get one. And then if you have a relation, someone close to you, that's a family member, either from your wife, two of you need to sit down and iron out this issue, either from your wife or from your side. Get a relation that you trust so well with your kids, because most of these domestic workers, most of them are not to be trusted.
That's
Now
right.
get someone who is close to you, who is more or less like a relation, a blood. Let the person be the one to help out in some of these areas, because I can feel it even while you're saying it. It is not easy for a man
It is not,
to
absolutely
be
not.
the one to take the position of the woman. It is not easy. Honestly speaking, it's not. Now, if your wife is working, civil service, most times you don't benefit immediately.
Exactly.
It's over time.
You
Now,
have to grow.
yes, allow her to work if that's what makes her happy. You, on your own part, since you are a businessman, I know your kids actually needs either the fatherly figure or the motherly figure.
Yes.
Kids always need that, either the father or the mother. Now, sometimes when you're not free, let that person who is related to you be the one to take that position. Do you understand me? Of course, your wife will be available Saturday, Sunday. I don't know. I don't know if civil servants work Saturday and Sunday, so that she can fill up that space, that vacuum that is being left out. She can fill that up Saturday, Sunday. While Monday to Friday, you on your own part, you do your due diligence on the area you feel you can. The area you feel you cannot, maybe meeting up with appointments and all of that, the person who is supposed to be with you, who is supposed to be your relation, will fill up that space. That is my own suggestion. Your wife need to sit down. This thing is not a decision that one person
That's
will
right.
take.
Yes, they have to
Two
sit
of
and
you need to
agree.
sit down and agree, because of course, if you're saying that the income she's bringing in is nothing, seriously, it's something. It can solve some issues, some problems. It can actually solve. And now, for a woman who has been working or who is working, telling her to quit her job to come stay at home,
No,
it's not.
sorry to come in. Not quitting the job. Okay, if she has to quit, then there should be another provision for her to do something. We said that earlier.
Yes.
You could establish a business that is closer to the house, or something she could be doing. It could be a skill. She could be a fashion designer or something. It could be a provision shop, just to have that time to take care of the kids and the family.
That's why we are saying that this thing is supposed to be ironed out together.
That's right.
Two heads.
Two
They
good
say.
heads.
Yes, two good heads.
Yes.
Two good heads. You can get solution to that problem. Now, when the scripture said two will become one, this is what they are saying.
That's right.
Now, if your wife understands where you are driving at, if she has seen you do some things like that and she understands, the two of you are supposed to agree on terms.
That's right.
How to go about it, because all of this you guys are doing is for your family. You're trying to see how the family can work. And for a man to agree to do the home chores, doing the school runs and the rest of it, it's not easy. It's not all men that would want to do that. It's not all men. So for you to even do that, it means that you have your family in mind. So please, let your wife and you sit down and iron out this issue. But left for me, I will suggest that you don't ask her to quit. But if she sees the sense as the reason why she should, because her family is lacking in so and so area, fine.
Let the quitting come from her.
Yes, from her. But let there be a provision.
A provision for that vacuum that has been created.
Yes.
Because I also just, like you said, I could perceive it from his voice that it's just actually, the thing is really...
It's bothering him.
Yes,
he's not happy. Yes.
And we trust God to make a solution, towards that problem.
Okay, the number to call in is 09047671338. I don't know where all my community members went to, or you guys just want to listen to me today and don't want to call. call in. Let's know what your take is on this topic. What do you think? This money issue it's really a big problem to some homes. What do you think? What's your take? What has been your experience, or what is your experience? That if you have any, you can share with us in the studio. We have few more minutes to go, and the number to call in is 09047671338. You guys are waiting for me to give my personal line today. It's like I will not do that. Call the studio line. Hello, good evening. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Good evening. How is work?
Fine, we bless God. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Mary from Kabadema.
Okay, go on, Mary. We can hear you. Aha, I lost that call. Okay, do call in if you have experience with this topic.
While we wait for the calls to come in, I would want to say, okay, there's a call coming.
I lost that call again. Hello, good evening. What's your name and where are you calling from? Good evening. What's your name and where are you calling from? Aha! Where are all my? I don't know. It's like today. You guys just want me to talk today. Fine, we bless God. And you? How is work? How is the family? Hello, can you? Yes, it's actually breaking.
Okay,
Oh.
good evening. Good evening, Sam.
Courtship, yes. Courtship, yes. Mm. 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 Hello, can you? Yes, go on, sir. Mr. Ekesin, we can't hear you. It's actually breaking in the studio. So maybe you move away from where you are. I think the network problem is from you. Okay, Ma, what do you have to say concerning this? We are trying to round up the program. We have a few more minutes to go.
Okay, I was trying to say that this issue of money, issues in the marriage, breaking up homes, and people quitting their marriages is not a good one. There are actually some tips we could, get from how to go about it. Number one, I said, what I practice, I try to be open to my husband.
Yeah.
This is what I made, because I'm not a salary earner. So what I do as business, this is what I made from it.
Yes.
Okay. So he's also a business person. He makes money. I say, this is how much I made from that business. Now we are just open now. Okay, when money comes in, we say, this is what we want to do. We have our goals, family goals,
Yes.
also set for the family.
Mm.
And when money comes, okay, this is it. Once you're open, your mind is free.
Free.
You won't begin to do some hide and seek game, and when the man gets to know.
Okay, this is my last call. Hello, good evening. What's your name and where are you calling from? Oh, Mr. Ekesin. Okay, just one more minute because we are rounding up. Mm. 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 Yes.
That's right. That's right. Mm.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much, sir. Thank you so much. Okay, ma, one more minute.
Yes, I
Round
was
up.
saying that we should try to be open to ourselves
Mm.
in our relationship. Even when you are courting, though you may say you don't know if you're going to end up marrying, but then you don't need to begin to hide so much. But when you're married, please try to be open. Let your spouse know what you earn. Let's know what comes in. Then make a budget, make plan. You could have family goals, like I was
Yes.
saying. Okay, when this money comes in, we're going to complete that house we're building. We're going to maybe change some things in the house, or you want to, you plan with the money. But once I noticed that some families, some couples, especially, some women, you notice that some persons, that people I know, they want to do their own thing.
Yes.
And the man is planning on how to build, and the woman is thinking of the hair I'm going to buy. That's for some, but not all. But
Not
the wise
all.
woman, like the Bible says,
Yes.
builds her home.
Yes.
While the foolish one tears
Tears
it
it
with her hand.
apart.
So you could even use money to tear apart your home. And maybe when you are earning more as a woman, you feel you're on top of the horse, you're on your high horse, and the man should not talk to you. That's not right. Okay, so you come down from your high horse and then submit to the man. Because I was going to say something about this book, Woman as a Deliverer, which I wrote. There's a place I talked about submission. I said submission is not a big deal. It's something that if you have understanding, and of course you've planned from onset that you're going to succeed in your marriage, what do? You just come in and submit. Even in the morning, if you need to submit, you can submit.
Yes.
Nothing is going to happen to you. You're not going to die. But as I pray, and I also want to urge the men that please, they should not take advantage of our women each time they submit to them, maybe in money and in everything, and you just feel the woman is a foolish woman. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma. We are far behind time. Yeah, Wednesday we'll be meeting here by 5 p.m. on Wednesday to continue this topic. Now, those of you calling, I can't take calls anymore because we are fast behind time. If you have a relationship problem, you have a marital problem, you want to talk to someone, you can call the number 07036878937. I'll take it again, 07036878937. Send me a message, I'm going to reply. For those of you that did send a message, I will reply you. Now, this program is not a matchmake program, so please get that. I'll be seeing you on Wednesday by 5 p.m. Thank you and God bless you.